So only about nearly a little over a week ago, there was an announcement from DC that they were doing a He-Man Thundercats crossover, which is something myself and a lot of other people wanted to see. But now Boom Studios feels like, hey, you guys like seeing two properties finally meet? We got something for you. And that something is a crossover between Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. So yes, Jack Burton is going to be teaming up with Snake Plissken. And, in other words, Kurt Russell is going to be teaming up with himself. Yeah. So first off, I think this is a really cool idea. This is one of those ideas I always thought, yeah, this would be really cool. Personally, though, I'd love to see Boom Studios get into... Now that they're doing more crossovers, their first one was with Star Trek and the Planet of the Apes, and they're doing another one with Lumberjanes and Gotham Academy. I believe this is their third crossover. Now, seriously, Boom Studios, seriously, just get in on this. Just follow me real quick. Follow me. Get in touch with Dynamite and do one crossover I've always wanted to see. Big Trouble in Little Chinatown and Army of Darkness. I'm just saying Jack Burton and Ash Williams teaming up, that's something I seriously want in my life. I need that in my life, just as much as like Ghostbusters and Army of Darkness, or several. I've got a whole list of crossovers I've always wanted to see. Anyway, getting back on track. So, here we are with, arguably two of my favorite... I really enjoy both films from John Carpenter. They're both John Carpenter films. They're both very popular and cult favorite John Carpenter films. And, yeah, I think this is really cool. Now, the big question is, how are you going to make this work? That is kind of the big question right here is... because the world of Escape from New York is very dystopian, while, the world of Big Trouble in Little Chinatown, as far as we've seen it, is pretty normal. That's kind of the big thing, is that this is a pretty, it's a pretty normal outside world. Let me take that back. The outside world is pretty normal. The stuff, Jack saw in Little Chinatown is totally different. But yeah, I think the big selling point of this comic is going to be, Jack and Snake teaming up. Kurt Russell teaming up with Kurt Russell. Because you can't have... There's no such thing as too much Kurt Russell. Anyway, so I think this is a really cool idea of having these two iconic characters from John Carpenter films, and both iconic characters from Kurt Russell's career meet. But again, I'm curious to know how they're going to play this off, but I think the main selling point is going to be kind of like a buddy cop kind of story. It's going to be, Snake's this very hard-ass, very aggressive type character, and Jack Burton's this loudmouth kind of, smart-ass kind of character. So I think the big selling point, and this will probably be the best part of the comic, is seeing Snake and Jack just interact with one another. I think I just rhymed right there. But yeah, seeing Snake and Jack teaming up against God knows what in this story is going to be the major selling point of this story. Now, the other big thing with this comic, is that again, how's this going to work? Is it going to be like is Jack going to stumble into into the future or an alternate timeline and meet Jack? Also, this seriously needs to happen at some point in this comic. Somewhere in this comic, they need to, Jack and Snake need to go like, have I seen you from somewhere? You look really familiar. You just have like this very meta moment between the two. Just have this very meta type moment between the two of them. And again, this isn't it kind of like that scene in, there's actually a Xena Army, a Xena Warrior Princess and Army of Darkness crossover. Yeah, just get your head around that one. That's real. There's two of them, in fact. And in here, in the Xena Army of Darkness crossover, which is, again, two Sam Raimi creations coming together, the other time with Sam Raimi's creations was the Army of Darkness and Darkman crossover. I actually own that. That's a lot of fucking fun. But anyway, getting back to the point, there's a character on Xena that Bruce Campbell played, and, he played it on Hercules and Xena. He played the character in both stories. And in here... there's a moment where Ash meets... I can't remember the other character from... Bruce Campbell's character's name from Xena. But yeah, the two characters meet and he's like, you look really familiar. I just want that very meta moment where the two... where Snake and Jack just team up or just like, I swear to God, I've seen you from somewhere. Oh, man. That is going to be a ton of fun just to see those two meet. But what do you call this story? Big Trouble in New York City or Escape from Little Chinatown? I don't know. But all I know is this is going to be a lot of fun. I think they said it's coming out in October, if not a little earlier or later. I can't remember exactly, but I know it's coming out this year, I believe. Anyway, so as you can tell, I'm already excited seeing these two great movie characters come together and have an epic team up, and Kurt Russellness everywhere. Get ready get. I ruined the joke. Yeah, your jimmies are going to be rustled by the end of this crossover. Kurt rustled. There you go. I messed up the joke, but I still wanted to save it. Damn it. So you guys tell me, what do you guys think of this crossover between Big Trouble in Little Chinatown and Escape from New York? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.